No Ryder Cup captain was more privileged to assume the leadership of the team than Jose Maria Olazabal in 2012.
A lot of relief, a lot of joy to get the chance to lead the players for that special week was something that I feed from.
The first call he made when appointed was to his close friend Seve Ballesteros, with whom he'd formed the most successful partnership in Ryder Cup history.
There's no secret. You know how special my relationship was with Seve. He took me under his wing in '87, the Ryder Cup, Mirfield Village. We've been very close all through our careers. We spend a lot of time together, we practice together, do have wonderful memories.
Chicago is a renowned sporting city. The fans give everything to support their teams, and on the first morning, the visitors were given a rousing Chicago welcome.
First on the tee, representing Europe, Medinah.
Everything started really well. You could see a lot of blue on the board, and halfway the matches, everything started to change ties, and you could see more red on the board, and all of a sudden it was all red.
Having shared the morning foursomes, the home team, carried along by a swell of patriotic fervour, won 3 in a row of the afternoon fourballs, but Westwood and the Belgian Nicolas Colsaerts retrieved a consolation point.
At the end of the day, we managed, to even things up.
Although McDowell and McIlroy had taken 1 point from their first 2 outings, America led 5-3 after day 1, and home support was just as vociferous as the second day dawned and Bubba Watson became a rabble-rouser.
I think it caught everyone by surprise. It's the first time we've seen anything like that on the first tee. That was amazing, I have to say. But that's Bubba.
Olazabal had faced some criticism over his selection of Colsaerts as a wild card, but it turned out to be an inspired decision.
The opening match for him, it was just unbelievable. He made 8 birdies and an eagle in his debut on Friday afternoon. Best record ever in the history of Ryder Cup for a rookie. Well, what else can you say? But at the same time, it was not just his game or the way he played. He had the competition in his heart. You could see that in his eyes, his determination. He was really ready for it.
First on the tee, representing Europe.
I was really impressed with Poulter, because he knew that Bubba was going to do it. It was just one of those, special moments at the Ryder Cup, yeah. When you look at the matches, nothing went our way virtually the first 2 days. You could see that on the greens. We couldn't make a putt. Look at, Phil and Keegan Bradley and Webb Simpson. I mean, the guys were making putts from everywhere. The lowest part of the week was early Saturday afternoon. We were behind on the first match, we were struggling on the second match, and the last two matches were close. I knew then that if any of those last few matches were lost, the match was pretty much over. That's when we started to think that momentum might be changing. '16, he makes a huge putt. '17 again, a sack is really close to the hole. Poulter had like a 12-foot or something like that. He drains that one in. 18, Jason Duffner, 3 feet, makes the putt. It's Poulter to putt. Again, another 12 feet or so. Knowing what was at stake at that particular time, I mean, making that putt, he showed a lot of character. Poulter, turned himself around and look at the players. All that energy, I think, was, passed on to the players, and I can see vividly right now their faces. We were 4 points behind, but it didn't look like we were 4 points behind, and that's what happened on that green. It was crucial. It was huge.
What followed became known as the Miracle of Medina. Donald, Poulter and McIlroy reduced the 4-point deficit with 3 wins in a row. Paul Lawrie destroyed Brant Snedeker. Justin Rose's victory over Mickelson, coming from 1 down with 2 to play, was one of Europe's most crucial moments. He could have lost that match many times over. Lee Westwood beat Matt Kuchar. Sergio Garcia enjoyed a 1-hole win over Furyk, whilst Martin Kaymer had 2 putts to retain the trophy.
And all of a sudden, I go through the air radio, the information that Martin has hit it 6 feet past the hole. So all of a sudden, obviously, the radio is off. I couldn't listen to it anymore. I'm walking down the fairway and I'm thinking, Martin, you needed only 2 putts. 2 putts. Finally, I look at the green and I saw Martin standing over the ball. And at that moment, I just, I put the hat down, closed my eyes, and just hope for the best. I was just thinking, Martin, make it. And I was waiting for the sound. It was a huge relief. I look up in the skies.
Dressed in the famous blue of Seve and having played with the spirit of the great man, Europe had achieved the most thrilling comeback in Ryder Cup history. America, under Davis Love III, had become the first team to lose a 10-6 advantage on their home soil. Olazabal was the sort of guy for whom any player would want to play, said his team beforehand, and on that tumultuous final day at Medinah, they did him proud.
To the 12 men of Team Europe, what you did out there today was outstanding. You believed and you delivered.
I don't know if it's the gods of golf or if it was Seve or whatever that had something to do with it, because otherwise you cannot explain what happened that Sunday.
I'm pretty sure he's very happy where he is today. All men die, and not all men live. And you made me feel alive once again this week.